Welcome back to the Pokemon League World Championship for the battle between Alain and Blue. For Alain, we have Weavile, Tyranitar, Bishop, Metagross, Chestnut, and Charizard. And for Blue, we have Tyranitar, Blastoise, Gyarados, Arcanine, Aerodactyl, and Alakazam. As we lead with Metagross for Alain, it's Blastoise for Blue. Hydro Pump will miss the Metagross, and that could be good. For Alain, Psychic Fang does good damage into the Blastoise. Hydro Pump will hit this time. Psychic Fang will not be enough to take Blastoise down. Hydro Pump will get a high roll, and that's big. That's a big change in damage. And that will be enough to take the Metagross down. Switching into the Gyarados is Bishop for Alain. Defiant will increase Bishop's attack from the Intimidate, and 2 Sucker Punches missing thanks to Blue switching into Gyarados and going for Dragon Dance. Earthquake from that Dragon Dance will be enough to take Bishop down. In comes the Weavile now for Alain against the Gyarados. Switching into the Arcanine, getting another Intimidate off on Weavile. That will really help Arcanine take that Throat Chop nicely. In comes the Tyranitar for Alain and sets up the Sand. And Play Rough will do good damage into the Tyranitar. Blue ready for a switch there. And Close Combat will take Tyranitar down. As Close Combat will lower Arcanine's defenses. As in comes the Charizard and it's Tyranitar for Blue. Mega Charizard comes out. Earthquake, massive damage into the Tyranitar. Over half his health gone. Earthquake will finish it off, as Charizard will take a small amount of damage from the Sandstorm. In comes the Aerodactyl for Blue. Now Stone Edge is enough to take the Charizard down, and Blue has an enormous lead here over Alain. In comes the Weavile, and Stone Edge will miss Weavile. That could be crucial. And Triple Axel, will it hit 3 times? Will it be enough? Yes, it will be enough to take Aerodactyl down. All 3 hits will be enough to take it out. In comes the Arcanine, will lower Weavile's attack again. Oh, but the Z move comes out. Chestnut switches in, and it will not take the Inferno Overdrive from Arcanine. As in comes the Weavile back once again. Throw Shot will not be enough to take Arcanine down. Close Combat is coming, and will take Weavile down in the one hit. And that will seal the battle for Blue. A 4 Pokemon win over Alain. And Blue really back in form now, with a fairly comfortable win over Alain. And Blue will be hoping to push back into the playoffs, but with the top 4 performing well, and with a big 3 win gap to the playoff positions for Blue, it could be a tall order to try and get to those positions. But a win here will certainly help. But it all comes down to the performance of those top 4, who have been strong for this season. But Blue will take this 4 Pokemon win over Alain and hope that he can find some way to push back into the playoffs.